Right now, while you're watching this video, something powerful is happening in the world of money. Somewhere, someone is earning without working, growing wealth without lifting a finger, and moving closer to financial freedom, while most people are stuck trading hours for pay. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If your money only works when you do, you're playing a game that was never designed for you to win. From the moment we're taught about money, we're told to study hard, get a job, work longer hours, and save what's left. But no one ever tells us that working harder has a ceiling, while making money, work has no limit. The richest people on the planet wake up, asking how many hours they work. Today they wake up knowing their money is already working overtime. Most people spend their entire lives chasing income, believing that more effort will eventually lead to more freedom. But what actually happens is the opposite. The more you work, the more your life becomes tied to your job. Miss a day, and the money stops. Take a break, and the income disappears. That's not freedom, that's dependency. Meanwhile, inflation silently eats away at your savings, turning safe money into shrinking money. This is why so many hardworking people still feel stuck, stressed, and one emergency away from starting over. The problem isn't that they don't earn enough. The real problem is that their money isn't doing anything once it enters their hands. This video is about a different way of thinking, one that separates people who struggle financially from those who build lasting wealth. Making your money work over time doesn't mean gambling, shortcuts, or overnight success. It means using time, systems, and discipline to turn money into a worker instead of a reward. It's about shifting from being someone who only earns to someone who owns. And once you understand this shift, everything changes: how you save, how you spend, and how you plan your future. By the end of this video, you won't just see money as something you chase. You'll see it as a tool you can send to work for you, day and night, whether you're busy, resting, or asleep. Most people believe the problem with money is that they don't earn enough, but the truth is far more uncomfortable. The real issue is that money, for most people, stops working the moment it arrives. It sits in a bank account, gets spent on lifestyle, or slowly disappears through expenses that feel necessary but never create anything in return. While you're busy working harder, inflation is quietly reducing the value of every saved dollar. Prices rise, purchasing power falls, and what once felt safe becomes a slow financial leak. This is why even people with decent incomes often feel stuck. They're running faster, but the finish line keeps moving further away. Money was never meant to be stored and admired. It was meant to move, to multiply, to create leverage. When money is idle, it becomes weak. When money is active, it becomes powerful. The difference between financially stressed people and financially free people is not intelligence or luck. It's how their money behaves after they earn it. One group spends first and hopes there's something left. The other assigns every dollar a job. This is the point where the mindset begins to shift. Instead of asking, how can I make more money? The better question becomes, how can I make the money I already have work harder than I do? Think about how effort works in your own life. You can only work so many hours before your energy runs out. Your body needs rest, your mind needs breaks, and time itself puts a limit on what you can earn. Money, on the other hand, doesn't get tired. It doesn't need sleep. It doesn't complain or burn out. When money is placed into the right systems, it works continuously, quietly compounding results in the background. This is what people mean when they say money should work over time. It's not magic, it's mathematics combined with patience. The reason this concept feels distant to many people is fear. Fear of losing money, fear of making the wrong decision, fear of stepping outside what feels safe and familiar. But what rarely gets discussed is the hidden risk of doing nothing. Keeping money stagnant guarantees one thing: it will lose value over time. Doing nothing feels safe, but it slowly locks you into a future where your past effort no longer supports your present needs. This is why understanding money as a system, not just income, is so critical. Systems don't depend on motivation. They depend on structure. Once built, they keep running whether you're excited or not. When you begin to see money as a worker, your priorities change. Spending becomes intentional. Saving becomes strategic. Investing becomes a long-term partnership with time. Instead of chasing fast results, you focus on consistency. Instead of emotional decisions, you rely on discipline. This is where real wealth starts, not with big numbers, but with the decision to stop letting money sit idle. The goal is not to get rich quickly. The goal is to make sure every dollar you earn has the potential to come back with friends. Money should work overtime without needing a massive income or special connections. This is where systems matter more than size. Wealth is rarely built through one big move, but rather through small actions repeated consistently over long periods of time. A small amount of money, when placed into a system that grows, will eventually outperform a large amount of money that is constantly spent. Think of it like a gardener planting a sapling versus someone buying a bouquet of flowers. The flowers look better on day one, but the sapling eventually provides shade and fruit for a lifetime. Once your mindset shifts from consumption to cultivation, the next step is understanding how ordinary people can actually make time reward patience far more than effort. One of the most powerful concepts in building money-working systems is compounding, which is often described as the eighth wonder of the world. Compounding is not dramatic at first. In the early stages, progress feels slow and almost disappointing. Imagine a snowball at the top of a mountain. At first, you are pushing it by hand, and it barely seems to grow with each rotation. This is why most people quit. They expect visible results quickly, and when they don't see them, they assume the effort is wasted. But compounding works silently, stacking growth on top of growth until the curve finally bends upward into an exponential spike. For example, if you start investing $300 a month at age 20, by age 60 you could be a millionaire. But if you wait until age 40 to start, you would have to invest nearly $2,000 a month just to catch up to that same goal. This is why starting early matters more than starting big. Time is the literal fuel that makes money aggressive. Another key principle is the shift from being a laborer to being an owner. Employees earn once for every hour worked, but owners earn repeatedly for the value their assets create. Ownership can take many forms, from holding shares in a global corporation through an index fund, to owning a piece of a small business or a rental property. The core idea remains the same. You are entitled to a portion of the value created by others, or by capital over time. This is the fundamental line that separates earned income from asset-based wealth. Income requires your physical or mental presence. If you stop, the money stops. Assets, however, generate results even when you are sleeping, traveling, or focusing on your family. When money is directed toward ownership, it stops being a trophy to be shown off and begins acting as a worker that produces outcomes. Automation plays a crucial role in this transition because relying on human willpower is historically unreliable. Systems remove the friction of emotion from the financial process. When your savings and investments happen automatically, meaning the money leaves your paycheck before it even hits your main spending account, consistency becomes effortless. You don't have to make a difficult decision every single month. You've already made the decision once. This removes the expenditure creep that usually occurs when people try to save what is left over at the end of the month, only to find there is nothing left. It creates a rigid structure where your money moves toward growth before your lifestyle has a chance to absorb it. And over time, this single mechanical shift can change the entire trajectory of your financial life. Perhaps the most difficult habit to master in this journey is the discipline of reinvestment. When your money begins to grow and you see those first few extra dollars, the natural human instinct is to spend them on a reward. However, long-term builders understand that the real magic happens when you delay that gratification. Reinvesting your profits, whether that's through a dividend reinvestment plan DRIP or rolling rental income back into a property, allows your money to gain massive momentum. Each cycle of reinvestment strengthens the overall system, making future results larger and faster without you having to add more of your own labor. This is the stage where discipline separates those who simply stay comfortable from those who eventually become truly free. Making your money work over time is not about achieving a state of perfection. It is about achieving a state of alignment where your daily habits match your long-term goals. When money is treated as a dedicated worker rather than a status symbol, it changes the way you live. You stop chasing the next paycheck and start building a self-sustaining engine. Once those engines are running, they don't just support your life, they expand the boundaries of what is possible for you. By now, you should understand the core principle that separates financial freedom from financial struggle. Money must work over time. It's not about working harder or earning more. It's about creating systems, making smart choices, and allowing your capital to grow, compound, and multiply even when you're not actively trading your hours for it. Every dollar you earn should have a purpose. Every decision should be intentional, and every action should bring you closer to a life where your money works for you. Building this system doesn't happen overnight, but small, consistent steps compound into extraordinary results over time. If this video gave you clarity, inspiration, or even one actionable idea you can start applying today, hit that like button to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on building wealth and strategies that let your money work as hard as you do. Share this video with friends or family who might also be trapped in the cycle of working for money instead of making money work for them. Leave a comment below telling me what step you're going to take first to make your money start working over time. Could inspire someone else to start their journey as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Investing your attention here is the first step toward investing your money smarter, growing it faster, and ultimately freeing yourself from the limitations of trading hours for dollars. Your journey to financial freedom begins the moment you decide to take control of your money, and I'm excited to see what you build. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.